All right, let's talk today about constraints and why they're good, even for a creative company. All right, most people think constraints are bad. We want to be flexible, but constraints actually give you focus. What are examples of helpful constraints in business, even creative businesses? Examples are values that you stick with, even when you make money in the short term by violating those values. Your vision, mission, and the guiding principles, that would include your brand, I think. And then your business processes that work the same way every time, and they work for the people who work for you. So constraints concentrate your energy, they build your focus, and they create depth. I learned this when I was a copywriter. My best ideas came when I had constraints that forced me to go deeper. Instead of doing hours of concepting, headline writing, only to have ideas that were a mile wide and an inch deep. So when I was helping my son try to figure out how to plan a board game, I realized he needed structure and constraints so that he could focus, so he could actually get started. So growing your creative company is a lot like creating a board game in the sense that you're organizing people around a goal. And it helps to have an object, a theme, a story, and some rules. In other words, know what you're after, who you are, know the story you're telling, and the business processes you're using. In other words, embrace constraints.